This is ANN News Brief.
Egypt has recorded the first COVID-19 death, the first fatality to be recorded in Africa since the outbreak was declared. It involves a 60-year-old German tourist who had arrived in Egypt a week ago and complained of a fever. The patient allegedly died after refusing to be transferred to an isolation ward. Health Minister Hala Said said over the weekend the number of coronavirus new cases in Egypt has jumped to 33. The cases were detected on a cruise ship on the Nile River in Luxor in the southern part of the country. Said said a total of 45 cases are related to the Nile cruise ship. 11 have tested negative to the disease. She said her country now has a total of 3 confirmed cases made up of 2 foreigners and 1 Egyptian. The World Health Organization said on Friday COVID-19 cases have now surpassed 100,000. It said containment of the virus should be every nation's priority. The disease has killed more than 3,500 persons in nearly 100 countries. Voice of America is reporting the U.S. military says it has killed one of Al-shabaab's top leaders in a drone strike last month. U.S. Africa Command AFRICOM spokesperson Chris Kearns was quoted as saying Bashir Mohammed Mahamoud, who was also known as Bashir Kwarkab, was killed in the town of Saku in Middle Juba region in late February. VOA said Kwarkab was one of the most battle-hardened Al-Shabaab commanders of the group's military, who had recently commanded 3 Al-Shabaab military units. 2 of the units are reported to be operating in Kenya. Kwarkab's wife was also reported killed in the February strike. We'll be right back.
Whether in your house, at your office, on your phone or online, we are there. We have the facts behind the headlines. We cut to the chase with the news you really need. We cover every angle. We are the bigger, better news network. We are African News Network. ANN. Watch ANN News on MITV from a truly African spirit.
Visitors to Kenya's Amboseli Park will notice a different group of park rangers than they are used to seeing. A group of 8 Maasai women rangers called Team Lioness protects wildlife within the 1,200 square kilometers stretch of parkland surrounding Amboseli National Park. The poachers have always been active in Amboseli, killing elephants for their tusks for sale in illicit ivory trade. The introduction of the new all-female park rangers is said to be turning not just heads, but gaining traction as well in the fight against poaching. The female rangers are said to have been recruited for their academic achievement, physical stamina, integrity, and discipline. The East Africa Regional Director of the International Fund for Animal Welfare, James Isiche, said, in the end, despite the challenges, starting an all-female ranger unit was a risk worth taking. That is ANN News Brief at 10. For details on these and other breaking stories, visit our website, annafrica.news. Conversation continues on our social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at ANN Africa TV. I'm Lucy Ademi.